I'm bored, and these guys are still complaining about Millie Alcock and Supergirl. All right, fam, so you know me. I'm going to keep it a buck. I am shocked we're still talking about Millie and Supergirl at this point. I really am. You know, I make fun of these guys. I give them shit because I'm like, rent's due. They must have bills to pay. Times are tough. Their channels are falling apart. Like, I've said so many different things about this. I'm running out of things to say in regards to why they're doing this. I feel like it's just one of those things where nothing is going on and this is all they got. This is it. And today's video that we're going to watch isn't just someone talking about the interview, because I think I've exhausted those videos. I think those videos are done, right? So I don't think, we're not even going to dive into that. This video is from a channel called Mr. Grizzly. Now, we've watched a video from Mr. Grizzly before. It's been a while. It was either earlier this year. It might have actually been last year. I don't really remember, to be honest. But it's been a minute since we've watched anything from Mr. Grizzly. And he is reacting to people who are confused on how Millie's interview became a big deal. Because these are emotionally mature people who understand the English language and aren't completely dishonest pieces of shit. So that's the difference. So he's going to do his thing, and I'm going to have fun chewing this up. There's nothing more that I love than someone who is so low IQ that they can't even create and form an honest argument. So everything is just making fun of people. That's all it is. So it's nothing pleases me more than to dunk on this. So let's see what Mr. Grizzly has to say about everyone in this video. And it's also nice to make fun of people like him because he's stupid, allegedly.
So I think we all know the formula at this point, right?
Do we?
Actor or actress comes out and says something stupid.
No, it's actress. Like, you can leave the actor off of it. It's almost always an actress. That's just the reality of it. The only time it's an actor is if it's a black person. If it's a black person, then it might be an actor. If it's a white guy, immunity. It's like Survivor. The immunity idol is around their neck.
The internet responds accordingly, like it always does when somebody says something stupid.
Got it.
And then, of course, the woke male feminists, simps, and white knights all rally to the defense of said actor, or in this case, actress, to protect her.
It's just actress. You don't have to say actor. You don't have to really pretend, right? You don't have to pretend with me. I know better. We can keep it a buck between the two of us. Just be honest about it. I prefer if you're honest and not trying to play a game with us.
From the evil internet.
All right, everybody, Chud Mania is running wild. Why? Well, of course, there's another superhero film starring a woman. And this woman is like, I don't have to dress how you tell me to dress.
That's not really what she said. We'll leave it at that. It's not really what was said.
They've become very comfortable having this weird ownership of women's bodies. I can't really stop them. I can only be myself. Mike, this seems like a pretty innocuous statement.
It is. It's not a bad statement, a crazy statement, a dishonest statement. It's literally her experience plus what she does with the experience that she's had. That's all it is. And it's really funny to me that all of these soft fucking idiots on the internet, all of these soft serve ice cream motherfuckers out there, completely melted like the soft serve ice cream they are and crashed out because she was saying something that was true, and then she laid the trap out like flypaper, right? She put the flypaper out, and all the flies ran into the flypaper. They got stuck to the fucking flypaper. It's really funny.
But it set the anti-woke people out of their minds.
These people exist. They're probably not going anywhere anytime soon.
But why?
Yeah, and that's why she said she can't do anything about it. So again, she was correct. She was correct.
Is she the newest victim of comic book fans, and I'm going to put fans in quotation marks very loosely, more like the Chudverse?
The Chudverse? Come on, you guys can do better than that.
I mean, we don't really have to. It's embarrassing. Like, you guys are fucking embarrassing, and the only reason you have no self-awareness is because you are terminally online. The vast majority of you guys are terminally on the internet. So shame doesn't exist because you never leave your fucking bedrooms. Like, the reality of it is that that's it. There's no socialization. You don't have the social skills to understand what it's like to actually be respectful to people. So you all just act out as pieces of shit. So it doesn't really require much extra effort to call you out on what you're doing.
All of these guys, if Millie Alcock looked at them and was like remotely interested, would probably have their balls liquefy and fall down out of and go into sweats because she is an attractive woman.
Oh my God. You don't know how to trash talk, do you?
So basically, at the end of the day, this is just Bella Ramsey all over again, where the woke freaks come out, cry, whine, and get triggered over memes on X.
Okay, the clips you showed were not about memes on X. So this is what we call, everyone paying attention here, a straw man. You have created a straw man argument, and that straw man argument is that the people you just showed, the clips you showed, were complaining about memes on X. They were not. Therefore, you are dishonestly engaging in rhetoric here because you know that that is not the argument they were making. But the people that watch your videos are also very stupid, probably more stupid than you are, allegedly. And therefore, they fall for the trick, just like you fell for this. So what you're doing, you're comparing Bella here, you're comparing Bella to Millie Alcock, which was the argument she was making in her statement. So again, you fell into the trap that was laid before you. The spiked pit wasn't even covered. You saw it. It was fucking right there. And you walked into it willingly, and you don't even know that you're walking into it because you have no self-awareness. This is where we are with these guys. Literally a lack of self-awareness.
If you've spent any amount of time on this app or any social media app, chances are you have seen countless memes.
You should have saved the thing about them being mad about memes when you show the clip where they're actually complaining about memes. Then it would have actually landed. It's an editing error, right? It's an editing issue. Okay, got it. Maybe you should pay more attention to that when you're making these videos.
Which are really, really, really disgusting. Some even using AI to make it even worse. It's been awful.
This is what the internet does, and it...
Which is what she said in the interview, the objectification thing, right? She talked about that. So again, it's just like this is what people who are pieces of shit do. They hide behind their computers, they make all kinds of insulting memes about people, and they share them to the internet, and then they get excited by insulting people. It's not that people can't do it. You're absolutely within your rights to do it. As long as you're following the terms of service of the fucking website you're on, you're absolutely within the rights to do it. That's what she said in her fucking statement. There's nothing I can do about it. So I'm not really sure where we're going with this, but let's continue.
Does it to everybody. You just choose to be offended by it whenever it fits whatever narrative you're trying to push.
No, choose to be offended is a victim blaming thing. Like I can't believe you would even say that. That's so fucking stupid. You choose to be offended. No, the intent is to be offensive. Do you mean the memes out there that show her face next to any other person that you guys consider to be masculine? So you're trying to make it seem like she's a masculine woman and that's a problem and that's an issue. Is that not intended to be offensive? Is that not the purpose? Is that not that's the purpose, right? Is to be offensive. So people aren't choosing to be offended. The joke is the offense. That is the punchline to the meme, is that is an offensive meme. That's why it's there. So miss me with all this shit about you choose to be offended. The purpose is the offense.
Since she made these comments, you scroll through Twitter and the thing, everyone's like, they took that one image of her face and they're making fun of how she looks and saying she looks like Sid from Toy Story. And I'm like, Millie Alcock's hot. Like you guys are like this. You guys are really stretching this one.
I wouldn't even engage in whether or not she's attractive. Like that to me isn't even really the argument that you should be making. No offense to these guys. That's not even the argument you should be making, to be quite honest. It's still a form of objectification, which is what she prefers people not to do in one way or the other. It's not something she's happy about. Objectification can happen both ways. Okay, I would never go out and say, oh, she's super hot, therefore making pictures of her that look ugly. That's the problem. No, it's the objectification that's the issue in general. It's not that she cares if people think she's unattractive or not. And attraction is a subjective argument anyway. That's not the stance I would take. And I understand that these guys are trying to do the right thing. You know, like, oh, she's attractive, she's not ugly or whatever. I understand that's what they're trying to do. But it's just, I wouldn't frame my argument that way.
I was deciding whether or not I'm going to show some of them in this video, but no, there's just no. You've seen this. You've probably seen them in thumbnails on YouTube and whatever else. And it's really disappointing. But she is the new victim. Let's be clear about this.
You can't keep getting away with it!
You are attacking her body and attacking her physical appearance because she said, people are going to attack my physical appearance. There's nothing I can do about it. And you're
Yeah, I mean, that's essentially, I've said this in many videos. We've talked about this over and over and over again. They literally walked into the flypaper, as I said earlier.
so mad about it that you're attacking her physical appearance. Like, it is so
Predictable.
fucking stupid.
It's predictable.
And she literally said nothing even a little bit wrong. Like, it's insane.
Notice the playbook here. A handful of trolls make Millie Alcock memes on the internet, which, let's just be honest, most of which aren't really all that bad. Then these white knights come in and try to lump everyone they hate on the internet in.
No, they're not. They're talking specifically about the people that are doing the memes. Again, this is a dishonest framing of the fucking conversation, Mr. Grizzy. They are talking about the people that are doing the memes, not every person on the internet that has an opinion about this movie. There's a saying, only a hit dog hollers. Okay? So if you're not someone that is doing something that they're complaining about, they're not talking about you. And this is the same tactic that you guys do all the fucking time when you say, oh, an actor is attacking the fans. No, they're attacking racists. They're attacking bigots. They're attacking sexists. They're attacking homophobes, transphobes. They're not attacking fans, but you use the term fans because you want to make it seem as if it's a big problem. Why would these actors attack fans? If you are being racist to someone, I don't care if you're a fan or not. You're still a racist. If you think they're talking about you, they probably are. They probably are, bro.
Internet, which, let's just be honest, most of which aren't really all that bad. Then these white knights come in and try to lump everyone they hate on the internet in with these handful of trolls making these memes.
And to fabricate something out of what she said, and then reinforce what she said by taking stills of her.
Millie Alcock coming out and saying, yeah, people on social media are weird about women in lead roles. Mm-hmm. I just have to do my work. And for everybody to come out and then be super weird about what she said.
Right. In the context of what he's saying, when he says everybody, he's talking about in the context of what she's saying. You are trying to frame this as if this is outside of the vacuum of the conversation. This is called taking something out of context. This is so try-hard. It's so try-hard. Let's continue.
Just proves her point.
And the funniest thing about all this is that these guys are complete hypocrites. They hilariously virtue signal and market themselves as these huge supporters of women.
She's like, you know what? Because I'm a woman, you're already predisposed to hate this film.
Let's talk Rachel Zegler.
Yes.
Who I think is a great actress. Her saying, we're not doing that, we're doing something better for a modern female. Like, I don't fully disagree with what she said, but given the way she said it and the way, like, I'm like, okay.
She decided to attend some events and not dress in a way that I guess guys...
I want to point this out. This is such a, again, a low IQ way of framing this, right? You can literally have a problem with any of that stuff. That's fine. It's how you react to that. It's how you react in that moment. If you are someone who is going out there and being sexist or bigoted or misogynistic, if you're doing those things, I am talking specifically about you. You are the problem. 100%. It is on you. I don't give a fuck about any of the other people out there who have criticisms. If you got criticisms, everybody's got fucking criticisms, right? I'm talking about the people who are specifically being garbage human beings. Those are the ones I'm talking about. the ones that are making videos and making fun of how she looks and all these things, those are the garbage people that I am talking about. If you don't like Millie Alcock's acting, or you're not too fond of the movie she's been in, you don't like Rachel Zegler, her acting, or the way she sings, or the movie she's been in, I don't care about that shit. To me, that is not even a problem. You have every right to dislike any of that stuff. But if you are being a piece of shit human being towards these actors, these writers, these directors, if that is your prerogative, I have an issue with that, because then you are fucking up the fandom for everyone else. You are a problem for everyone else. I don't want to sit at a table with a bunch of people who, when a woman says, hey, men are really weird when they talk about my body, immediately start weirdly talking about her body because they want to prove a point. They want to stick it to the woman. Oh, she thinks people talk weird about her body. I'm going to talk weird about her body, and I'm going to show her. It's the most juvenile fucking thing you could possibly do. And again, terminally online people with no social skills are typically the ones that do this shit. The ones that don't leave their house except to go to their mailbox. That's typically the people that do it. Because they don't know what it's like to exist in the real world with real people, women or otherwise. Typically, they have no fucking concept of that.
Deem as how a woman should dress. Here's the image in question in case you want to know what she got backlash. Oh, and also this one. I got to bring this one up because this one made a whole lot of rounds. I guess she's not allowed to dress like that.
And also, I'm a woman, so they hate me.
And so it's just crazy to me that there's this obsession to destroy any woman who's outspoken.
Unless, of course, a woman they hate is attacked online or cyberbullied. Someone...
Oh, you mean someone who cyberbullied other people and said shit about people on set? Yeah, this isn't a comparable thing, man. Sometimes people are garbage people in real life, and they do garbage things. It's just the reality of it. Can you point to me where Millie Alcock has harassed people on the internet, talked shit about trans people, and compared her life as a conservative to the Holocaust? Is there a comparable statement by Millie Alcock there at all? Because this like tokenization of Gina Carano is really fucking strange. It's like, oh, she's the one woman on your side where it's like, we love her, but all the other women, anything they say is a fucking problem. Gina Carano has been turned into a token for you guys, and the minute that she fucking signed off on the NDA and walked away from that lawsuit with Disney with a pocket full of money, nobody wanted to talk to her or hear anything she had to say ever again after that.
Like Gina Carano, for example, who, let's be honest, had significantly worse things said about her than what people are saying about Millie Alcock right now.
I love Victim Olympics. This is so much fun. It's so much fun when you're like, hey, Millie Alcock is being harassed online. Gina Carano also got harassed online, but it was worse for her. And therefore it justifies the backlash that Millie is getting now. What kind of dumb shit is that?
Did these guys drop everything and rush to her defense the same way they're now defending Millie Alcock?
Absolutely not.
Nothing warms my cold heart like a fallacy argument. Here we have a false equivalency fallacy. That's what we have, everybody. So here we have him saying that clearly they don't care about women in general because they don't defend every single woman that has something going on with them. So clearly they don't care about women. That would be like saying you don't care about your house or other people's houses because you didn't post about every single wildfire that happened this year. If you didn't do that, I don't believe you care about houses at all. It is a false equivalency argument. It doesn't hold up. It is simply low IQ arguing. It's so funny to me.
Not only did they not defend her, some even joined in on the attack and demanded Gina Carano be fired. Which reminds me, has anyone, even one person, demanded that Millie Alcock be fired?
You have created a straw man and you're actually arguing against your position, which is really weird. The straw man is that these guys claim to care about all women. That's the first problem we have here. In none of the clips did you show them saying, we care about all women. So you're making that statement. It's a broad statement. in order to frame them not defending Gina Carano or having a problem with Gina Carano as an issue against the statements they're making about Millie. But they never said that. They never said, we believe all women in any of the clips that you showed, or we defend all women. So you're creating a straw man, and you're just doing this to create an argument that's not being made. That's all you're doing. It's just a catalyst for you to get to a point that none of these guys ever insisted on. So that's just weird. It's weird that you're doing that. And it's arguing against your position, because your argument is that we're complaining about someone who did something stupid, whether they're a woman or not. But here you're saying that the standard should be that people defend all women, whether you agree with them or not. That's not your position. You're arguing against your position on a stance that these guys never stood up for. What the fuck?
Nope.
This is what these wokers do. They pick and choose when they want to be offended by this stuff, depending on who the person is. And
yes, which destroys your argument. It destroys your argument. If they're showing that they have different opinions about different people, then they are not just simply defending women for the sake of defending women. It disproves your argument. Your argument is that they're doing this because they're so woke. And they just jump in, and this is their playbook. But here you're showing that it's not the playbook, because Gina Carano didn't get the same treatment. She didn't receive the same treatment as Millie Alcock or any of the other women. So it's not a standard playbook. In order for something to exist with a necessary condition, that necessary condition must exist every time. That's what the term necessary means. Once you introduce something that is not necessary or atypical, it is no longer a necessary condition, meaning it's optional, meaning that it's not something that happens every single time. You've just defeated the argument you made at the beginning, because you're showing that they don't always do the thing that you accuse them of doing. Jesus Christ, this is so low IQ.
depending on whether or not that person has the same political opinions they do.
And you do the same thing. So what kind of argument is this? You guys do the same thing. You're arguing about something that you participate in, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you align yourself with people that have the same values as you, that's not a crime. It's not even an issue in society, in a community. Like, it happens every day. It happens all the fucking time. People vote based on this kind of stuff. This is not some hot take.
What has she recently said that deserves any of this? Well,
nothing.
She stated facts. She stated that no matter what, she knew that the moment she signed on to this, just by the virtue that she's a woman and that she is the star of a film, she was going to get hate. Check.
And 99% of that hate has been completely self-inflicted and came...
How so? 99%? What kind of weirdo math is that? What? Do you want to give some sort of example on how you got to 99%, bro?
As a direct result to what she stupidly said in that interview.
There was nothing stupid about what she said. She stated a fact. You guys crashed out and had a meltdown over it. You guys were the one crying about it. Like, you're making fun of people here who are defending her stance on her experience in the industry, but you guys are the ones crying about it. You guys are the ones that are mad about it. It's crazy. It's literally crazy.
Said nothing close to what Rachel did or other women have done to try to, or even Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, who misspoke on when she was speaking about Star Wars.
I like to make men uncomfortable.
She wasn't talking about Star Wars. She was talking about a documentary and the abuse of women, acid attacks. She wasn't talking about anything related to Star Wars. Give me a break. Again, fucking bad faith arguments. Absolute 100% bad faith arguments.
I enjoy making men uncomfortable.
Damn whore.
This was just saying, like, I understand it. It happens. It's there, but I'm going to try to do my best. Yeah, even that. If even that can't pass the anti-woke, I got to get angry about it test, then there is no test. There is no line that they won't cross.
He's right. John is right. 100% right there.
Try to destroy someone. So it's frustrating.
The main issue here, Rocha, is that people are tired of the fake victim routine.
There's no fakeness and there's no victim. You see what I'm saying? When that interview was done, she was not being fake. She was speaking from her point of view. Her point of view is valid because it's her experience, not fake. 2, no victim because she didn't speak about like having some sort of retribution on people or going after men or anything like that. She literally said, there's nothing I can do about it, so I just have to be myself. There's no victim narrative there. You guys all got offended by it because, again, only a hit dog hollers. You knew that you were the ones that do this to women in movies and TV shows, and you immediately got you had a crash out about it because you knew that she was talking about you, and you couldn't just walk away from that. You had to do what you guys always do. It's predictable.
Especially from privileged individuals, Hollywood actors, and millionaires, which Millie Alcock is.
Wealth and means does not change any of that. This is another dumb argument that you guys make. Doesn't matter if somebody has $5 or $5 million. They can still get objectified and they can still get mistreated. Full stop.
Coming out all the time saying, poor me, and just look at what I have to deal with in life.
You're just misquoting her.
She is the new victim. Let's be clear about this.
Because people are saying mean things and trolling me online, which happens to everyone who's a...
You turned her into a victim when you started attacking her because of this article. You do understand that, right? She wasn't a victim before. You turned her into a victim. The prophecy happened because y'all couldn't take it. The prophecy happened because y'all crashed out.
Celebrity, public figure, or internet personality. And when normal, average, ordinary people hear Millie Alcock say...
Normal is such a weird fucking word to use. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It's one of those things where you say normal to elicit an emotional response from the people watching your video. You want them to feel like they're part of the normal group, and everyone else you're talking about is abnormal. It's a dehumanization, and it literally feeds into the statement she made about ownership of bodies and objectification. You can't stop walking into the fucking flypaper.
They just look at her and say, bitch. You're doing a hell of a lot better right now than I am. I would gladly trade places with you. Stop complaining.
These people exist. They're probably not going anywhere anytime soon. So you just have to, reconcile with the fact that this is going to happen. And the less air you give it, the better.
They have singled her out, and every single thing she says is now being twisted to make her into some sort of boogeyman villain. We should be better than that.
I was too weak to save you, my princess. But don't worry, I'll be back for you soon.
It's so weird because even in this video, we're just going to stop here, but even in this video, in this moment here, they're taking Millie and they're putting Millie in the position of a damsel in distress because they believe that men have to save women. So even when a guy is like talking to another guy and saying, hey, it's not cool to do this shit, even when they're doing that, they immediately go to the default setting where it's like, oh, woman must be saved by men. So any man that is talking about, agreeing with her or saying that what she's talked about is valid, any person doing that must be a knight trying to save her. Because she's not capable of standing up on her own. It's just more misogyny. It's literally just the thing. It's just the thing happening again.